All right, so welcome back, you guys. I thought it was time to give you guys a lawn update since I sprayed that Bioadvanced Lawn Root Moisturizer. So I want to take you across the yard, let you guys see what I'm working with, let you see how everything is turning out. So stay tuned. All right, so let's take a walk in the yard, ladies and gentlemen. So as you guys can see, well, hold on, quick disclaimer. It's gonna be a little background noise. My neighbors are doing a little bit of cutting of the tree, so, you know, bear with me a little bit. But as you guys can see in front of you here, look at how this backyard is looking. Man, it is looking wonderful. So now we're in late July, and every year in late July, I always ran into some type of trouble with this backyard. But for the first time since I did the renovation 4 seasons ago, this backyard is looking great around this time of the year. Man, look at the yard. We've been getting some full sun. I want to go over that back corner with you guys. I know I told you I have a problem back there, but this year I think I might have solved it. But for the most part, as you guys can see, I'm getting some shade back there. It used to be full sun during the day, like during early morning to about mid-afternoon here. We're around about 3 o'clock, so it is getting some shade time right now. But in previous years, I always had trouble with that. But for the most part, as you guys, 4 seasons ago, I did this backyard lawn renovation, and man, I've been trying to catch it up to the front yard for the last since I did it about 4 seasons ago. The front yard is 5 years, 5 seasons, yeah, and the backyard 4 seasons. So for the most part, everything is looking good this year, man. I am very, very, very proud of the backyard and how I got it to actually catch up to the front yard. I have no issues back here right now, none. I actually did my fungicide treatment. I stayed on top of that. Watering, I stayed on top of that. But even in the previous years when I was watering, I always still ran into heat stress problems and all that kind of stuff. But this year, I think I finally solved the problem. And as you guys can see, back here, man, is full green, nice, thick, lush lawn here. No issues, no heat stress, nothing. So there's only one thing that I probably can't give the credit to. I've been doing the same thing every year, but I added one new product to the backyard here. And I think that's what helped this backyard thrive actually this year. So I'm gonna go over that after I give you guys a full tour. But as you guys can see here, the lawn is looking wonderful. Man, look at that yard. I am very, very happy, very satisfied how everything progressed this season. Late July, heading into August. So got some things I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna talk to you guys about what's the next steps, how to stay on top of the yard, and what we should be doing next. So let's stay tuned and let's go over there so I can give you guys a full update. All right, so as you guys can see after that quick tour, what do you guys think of the yard? Let me know in the comment section. But going forward, I use the Bio Root Lawn Moisturizer on this backyard, and I think that's what helps set the yard over the top. Also, I switched my fertilizer. I used to use the Scott's Lawn Food. This year I went with the Stay Green Natural based fertilizer. So that is the second thing I added to the yard. The Lawn Root Moisturizer is what really set it over the top, because I used to deal with a lot of heat stress by that back fence. If you look at the previous video around this same time last year, I had heat stress, I had some fungus. Now the fungus control, I slipped on that last year around this time and it bit me in the butt. So this year I stayed on top of it, but the heat stress, I dealt with that for the last like 2 to 3 seasons since I did the lawn renovation back here. I always got heat stress, no matter my watering technique or not. It always happened. Last year, like I said, by the fence was a problematic area. The year before that, the fence was still a problematic area. But this year, as you guys can see, there was no heat stress damage back there at all. I'm gonna give that credit to the Lawn Root Moisturizer. Adding that to my lawn care plan this year helped out big time. So I think going forward, I'm gonna keep adding some kind of Lawn Root Moisturizer, a Hydrotane, anything of that nature. That's the first time I've used it, and man, the yard is looking great around this time of the season. So I'm gonna keep on adding that to the lawn care program, along with my natural based fertilizer. I'm gonna keep using that, and I'm gonna see how the yard turn out. I've been fighting with this yard for 4 seasons now to get it to catch up to that front yard. The front yard, after I did the lawn renovation after the first year, by that second year, it was in good shape. I ain't had no problem. Back here, gave me a little issues. I had to correct the soil a little bit. The soil back here was in bad shape when I first moved in. It was no grass back here. Like, this part was dead, as you guys can see. And I dealt with this yard, battling it back and forth for a long time. So this is the first year that has actually been this deep into the summer, and it's been looking wonderful. And I'm happy. I'm proud. I'm proud of how far this yard came and how far it's gonna go. But also, so now going forward, I'm not sure this year if I'm gonna do a lawn aeration on the yard or a mechanical aeration. You know, I've been using the products and stuff like that with the Stay Green. So it's probably fine. I did an aeration last year and the year before that. The yard still didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out the previous years after doing the aeration. Even last year, I did the aeration, did it up real nice, overseeded, everything popped back in. And I think this year, finally, adding that lawn root moisturizer definitely set it over the top. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna do some kind of aeration this year. I don't think I need it. I might skip this year. I may do an overseed somehow, like in some thin areas, probably in the back there. But for the most part, everything is looking good. Now, I am gonna do a renovation on the side yard, so you guys can stay tuned for that. I was supposed to do that last year. I am gonna do that this year, so I'm gonna show you guys how to go over that. But at this time, if you are gonna be doing some kind of renovation for your lawn, I would go ahead and start gathering the supplies now, because you don't wanna wait till the last minute. Start gathering your supplies, your grass seed. If you're gonna use some kind of like pre-emergent down, I suggest using Tenacity. If you're gonna do like a full lawn renovation, use Tenacity, because that's gonna give you the pre-emergent time. It is hot out here, but it's gonna give you a pre-emergent time for your seeds to germinate, and then you can go ahead and start fertilizing, and then it'll give you some time, so when you cut it, then you can use some kind of weed killer. But that Tenacity is gonna help fight off weeds while your grass seeds germinate. So I will go ahead and get that now. I know sometimes it's hard to get Tenacity around this time of the year. Everybody's thinking the same way of trying to do like a lawn renovation, but I don't know if I'm gonna be doing, like I said, I'll do some kind of overseeding, but no aeration. I don't think I need it this year, so I could skip a year. You could do an aeration every other year. You don't have to do it every single year, unless your soil or your lawn is in bad shape like that. Mine is in good shape this year. I'm happy where it's at. Like I said, I'm gonna do the side yard. I'm gonna show you guys that, so we'll go over that. So I'll still have something to show you guys if you guys need help with like a lawn renovation. But what do you guys think of the yard? I wanted to give you guys this update. What do you guys think of the yard and how everything turned out? Are you guys using the Bioadvanced Lawn Root Moisturizer? Are you guys using Hydrotain? What are you guys using to help your yard thrive late into the summer? I know, like I said, water is the main key. Those are just supplements. Water is the main key, but those supplements definitely add to the watering and help with the watering process and retaining moisture. And I think that's what helped me out big time back here. No heat stress, everything is green. Before the year is out, I will definitely be hitting the yard again with some more fertilizer, probably before Labor Day. And then my final winterized fertilizer, that'll be in maybe mid-October. So that's my lawn season schedule, my lawn season program. Let me know what you guys are doing, what you guys are using on your yard. Are you guys doing a lawn renovation this upcoming fall or late summer, early fall? Let me know in the comment section. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know. Stay tuned, because I'm gonna show you guys how to start a lawn renovation. So take care.